Dear parents, I know you are very busy, very, very busy. I understand. But you need to start making sure your child is doing his or her homework. Yeah, you're very busy. But remember, their tomorrow is very important. Their today too is important. That means what they do today will influence what would happen tomorrow, which is not so far. You're thinking it's far. It's not. The child is not doing so well in his or her exams and tests, and you're getting worried. First thing you need to check is, does that child do his or her homework correctly and consistently? Well, if it is not correctly, attempt goes a long way. An attempt goes a long way. I would not like to. So that's the first thing you need to check. So if you're worried that your child is not performing very well in exams and tests, first, make sure that child is doing his or her homework very well. You'll see changes, trust me. Do you know now that your worth is not just dependent on what you study? It depends on what problem you're solving. And homework helps in improving critical thinking. You want your child to be successful, right? Later in life. Now is the time to start. Start making sure your child does his or her homework. To be able to manage oneself and the time one has is very important. And homework also help in developing this. So you are doing your child more of the service if you are not helping the child or supporting the child to do the homework. The child is not doing the homework, the teacher reaches out to you and make one or two complaints about the homework not being done. And you're like, oh, I'm just so busy. I have things to do. I have that to do. We know you're busy. We know that you're busy. But you shouldn't be too busy to take care of your children, should you? You shouldn't. So we want the child to be able to manage themselves and the time they have, right? In the future. Start making sure they do their homework. And on time too. I know you have met some adults that can't think for themselves. They're just so dependent on somebody doing the thinking for them. I'm very sure you wouldn't want your child to be in this category of adults. Doing homework properly and on time helps to develop independent thinking and independence. So start making sure your child does his or her homework today. I'm very sure you've been to a particular party or a gathering and you just see the way that the child or the guy or the girl or the person carries themselves or present themselves or does one thing or the other, and you just so like it. You just so like it. Do you know that independence also helps to improve self-esteem? And everything boils down to homework. If your child does his homework correctly and continuously and keeps saying the 7 over 10, 9 over 10, 10 over 10, before you know it, the child will be so independent and would also be so confident. So you stand a lot to gain than lose. Dear parents, with these few points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you that homework doing is very important. If you want that total child, a child that is confident, a child that is independent, a child that can manage their time properly, and a child that can think for themselves critically. Start making sure your child does his or her homework today. See you next time.